Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 5 of our training life coach career opportunities, challenges, and earnings. We've been together for the last 5 days. This is part of my promotion for the East Coach certification program, the 6 month certification program that we run. And the card for that is open till June 13th. And I offer this training so that you can totally imagine yourself as a life coach, do your business, heal, help, serve, whatever type of life coach you want to become. I just want you to be able to visualize yourself doing that service and living that dream, living your purpose. No, it's not just enough to just see your dreams. It's important that you act on your dreams too. So we tend to have this pattern of self sabotage. We tend to have this pattern of like, oh, the dreams, fulfilling dreams is not for me. But I am here for the last 5 days with you, and you are here too. You have been investing your time as well in doing everything that you can to start. I want you to understand fully what is life coaching, what does a life coach do, what does a business look like, what does the industry look like, what are the different niches that are available for a life coach, what are the challenges that come up in as you're trying to run up your business, how do you know if this is right for you, and what is the difference between life coaching and I want you to be totally informed when you join my program. And I want you to be able to, because I don't want you to learn these things when you enter the program. I want you to be fully prepared so that you can really learn exactly what it is to life coach, what it is to be a life coach, to learn the tools, to learn the techniques, to learn everything that you're here, yes, for, right? So today our topic is we're going to talk about setting up a life coaching business and what it takes, what are the different things that need to be done to set up a life coaching business, and what it takes to be successful. And I'm also going to answer some really common questions that are asked me. Uh, we'll also talk about how to choose the right life coaching certification program for yourself. And we'll also talk about a little bit about ease, what makes us different, and why are we not accredited to any institute. I did send out an email to all those people who have registered for this training because we get this question a lot. And I want you to know the reasons behind why we are not affiliated to any university, any accrediting organization, and more. Some of you have read the email, some of you have not. So, but today, the main goal of today's program is to help you visualize as you're setting up your life coaching practice, the professional practice that you want to do, and how how you set it up and how you go, how do you get clients. These are important, valid questions, right? You just don't want to just get some knowledge and then not be able to actually, this is a professional program. I know a lot of people join this because they want to help their friends and family, but do you need to do a full certification just to help friends and family? You don't. You can just be an empathic listener for them. But what I care about is that when you do it professionally, when you go out and you do it professionally, you actually become better at your craft, and you actually end up serving so many people who are waiting out there to receive coaching from you based on Eastern wisdom and Western psychology. And when you do it properly, when you set up a structure, when you set up different products, when you set up different things, people know what they can buy from you and how do you go, and what benefits they can get from you. And therefore, having a professional front is very important. Now, how much time you take to set it up, how big you want to be, how small you want to be, those are considerations for yourself. And we teach that, a lot of that, in the business modules, right? So I'm going to get some slides here like every day. I see Asha ji, Vandana ji, Anil ji over here. I see a few more. Nice to have you all. And let me know in the comments how many of you have been catching up on the recordings if you're missing the lives. And also let me know how many of you are doing the assignments. The assignments, this 5 day coach training, the worksheet that I've sent with shared with all of you, right? So here we are. We're going to talk about day 5, opportunities, challenges, and earnings. And today we're going to talk a lot about earnings, and we're going to talk about some of the inner and external challenges that we face when we're setting up our business. And I want you to be totally relaxed. The world out there is going to tell you, you got to have this, you got to have that. I'm telling you, you got to have nothing. I started with nothing, right? And I started with my knowledge. I started with my coaching skills. And that's how I started building up the business. And I teach you exactly that in the business modules as well. And I'm going to share a little bit of a glimpse of that today with you. Again, some announcements that I need to repeat each time. Let me see if you can see the screen. Yes, you can. Announcements that I need to repeat each time. Card is now open, closes June 13th, 11:59 p.m. June 14th is when the new students get course access. Until now, till June 13th, end of day, they get access to all the whole welcome and onboarding program, right? There's a whole online course that they can do where they just go through each and everything and they understand what to expect, what are the things that they need to do, what are the sections that they need to look at. And I just want all the students to be familiar with that. Then we have a welcome call on the weekend as well. And for that, we go over a lot of detail and answer a lot of questions, but we really want people to go through the onboarding. So the main course access is they start getting it on June 14th, and we have the welcome call for new students June 17th or 18th. And big announcement, been announcing it yesterday, announced it today, put out a post, also send out messages on Telegram, WhatsApp, also send out an email to all those who registered for this training and interested in the East Coast certification program, that the program fee increases after June 13th. So we give massive value to the students, and we want the fee to match that massive value. So far, it doesn't match. It's way below what the value we give. So we're gradually bringing it to match the value, for the price to match the value of the massive value and the transformation and the skills and the tools and the support that we give to our students. So we're gradually going to raise it. Of course, it's not going to go to the final price immediately in the next cycle, whenever that happens. But yes, there will be a raise and there will be something for you to. It's still not going to be the full price, but we're gradually getting there, gradually taking a stepwise approach. Yes. So I want all of you who are like a little dicey, thinking about it, want to join but don't want to join, etc., is that the program fee increases after June 13th. So this is your last chance to get in at this current price. I'm sharing the link here with all of you about the pricing link so that you have it, so that nobody can say that I didn't tell. I've been doing a lot of things here and we're sharing, and here we are, right? So let's go with the agenda for today's training, because I want to respect those who have like following what I'm saying every day. So 5 tips to choose the right coach certification program. That's one thing I want to talk about today. Then I also want to talk about what makes the East Coach program different, why is East not accredited, and then I want to talk about the business, the challenges of running a life coaching business and how to overcome common obstacles, right? Because I want you to know about the business as well. It's important. And yes, so how do you choose, right? So I think there'll be an email going out tomorrow as well for those people who have registered for the program. Is that you have you could either go to a person-driven place. Like now, what I do is me and the team together, we are running this school. But I guess it's like it's about this knowledge that has come. That's it's my model that I'm sharing with all of you, right? So that think about that as person driven. Though I'm not independent here, I can do nothing without the wonderful teachers and the wonderful team we have, and we all do it together. I can't take credit for whatever we do over here and how we really serve our students so beautifully. It's done by very beautiful team at Ease that takes care of so many things, right? But think about our East Coach and Business School as something like a person driven institute, right? It's what I have learned. I'm sharing my signature method. And then you have institute driven. You have things like which are institutes that teach you a particular curriculum and a particular system, which is an ICF system, or there are many other accrediting bodies, right? Now there will be these huge institutes like Ericsson, and I don't know. There's so many institutes out there. I just heard recently the name Ericsson on a call on Friday with one of the aspiring coach who was like got on a call with us trying to understand things. Now, whichever you choose, where you should be able to see their work, you should be able to understand what they do. You should feel a connect and alignment of values with what they're doing, right? Now, a lot of people teach something as like become a law of attraction manifestation coach, right? And you may become that, but then all you know is how to teach people how to do manifestation and law of attraction. Is that what you want to do, right? So you want to feel a connect with their work and a alignment of values. I don't believe in teaching just law of attraction, because then people think everything is law of attraction. They kind of miss the details of, the inherent principles of the law of attraction, right? So I'm just giving you an example here, right? So you should be able to clearly get an idea of what is their curriculum, how do they teach that, what part is recorded, what part is, live. Do I get, a chance to practice my coaching skills? Do I get to, like, do I have community support? Do they have an alumni? Do they, like, do they have enough reviews and recommendations that, I could read and know more about? And, like, do they have enough videos of interviews with past students? That's what I did in last March. I did a lot of interviews with our past students that's available on YouTube for you to watch. And, like, when to reject, like, are they teaching you a full repeatable process? Sometimes they'll charge you a lot, but they're not giving you the full thing. What are they giving you in that? And do they have a repeatable process, right? I was just chatting with someone on Telegram who spent 3 lakhs. She wants to join my program, but last year or I don't know when, she spent 3 lakhs on a life coach certification program. But they did not teach. It wasn't time bound, that program. It wasn't organized. There was no, and I'm hope and from what I understood, there was no clear curriculum. They just went on and on and on, and there was no repeatable process that this person could follow. There were no worksheets to follow, there were no things to follow. So yeah, when you're going to a person driven program, these are some of the challenges that can be there if they are systematic enough, and all of that. So you want to be watchful of that. I'm a person driven program. You want to be watchful about those things when you join me as well, right? Institute driven, they'll have everything very, all of these things in place, but then what is the kind of learning support you're going to get? Will you be able to, make relationships over there? Will you, or is it going to be too overwhelming because it's too big, right? So I'll give you an example. 2 years ago, I joined this program, an online program, training program. It wasn't a coach certification, but it was just an online program, and a really famous, very, very famous. I joined Stu McLaren's program on running a membership, and I spent $2,000 on that for 8 weeks of training, and 4,000 people joined that training. So it was 4,000 people together learning from Stu in a video. And of course, he's fantastic. He's just a master at what he does. And therefore, I went for this program, even if there were so many people joining it. But I started feeling a little lost and overwhelmed. And then there was this other, smaller group that was offering, us a chance to meet. Like, there were some coaches there, so I joined through their affiliate link. And the benefit of joining through their affiliate link was that I was getting a Tuesday meeting every week with that smaller group cohort of whoever joined through them, right? So while I was attending Stu's live classes, and I was attending all the things that were happening over there, and, like, being very diligent about my homework and everything. And but there were 4,000 people on that Facebook group. I didn't even know if, my question would be heard, understood, and I'm going to get an answer. And and of course, Stu was fantastic. I'm happy that I learned from him, but I couldn't have survived that training if it wasn't for that smaller group that I joined through, because they were giving these, because I joined through their affiliate, then Stu gives them some commission. So because so that the carrot of joining with them was that, every week we're going to get calls with them, and we could ask their questions, and plus we got one-on-one call in the beginning and the end and everything like that, right? So I was there with them for that 8 weeks for that smaller group, and I learned so much better. And this was like a, so Stu was like this big, huge. It was person driven, but it was so big and huge. And sorry, I'm getting a call. I didn't turn off my phone today. Yes, and but it was so big and huge. It was person driven, but it was like really big and huge. And I was feeling a little lost, with that connection. But because of this, smaller family thing that I joined, I had, like, I could go back and forth, on a Facebook group, when, in those calls, or, whatever they had. So think about these things. Who do you want to join? Why do you want to join? And what kind of learning do you prefer, right? So I personally would select a person driven course, right? So I selected Stu. Does he have a degree in marketing? Is he affiliated to any organization? Is he accredited by Harvard or Cambridge? No. Is this course accredited by a digital marketing course by Harvard, Cambridge, Stanford? No. None of that. But that I know this person. I've been hearing him. I've been watching him, and he's doing something so massive. Yes, but at the same time, I mean, his results are massive, but the group was huge. So then I took the advantage of the family setting, right? So when you're thinking about the program, think about where you learn better. You learn where you know a person and their philosophy and what they stand for, and you want to go towards them. And also, do you prefer like these huge, massive things where you can get? I get overwhelmed in huge crowds. I like smaller groups where I know that there can be interaction and questions. So, what are you choosing? At Ease, we pride ourselves to be big enough to stand as an Ease coach in business school, and we're small enough to have that family spirit where we try to connect with each and every student and make sure that they are advancing and doing well in their learning. So so think about some of these things, what you would like, and then are they coaching as well? Now, Stu is only teaching me marketing, but is he teach like is he like just doing this course on marketing, or is he coaching other people on marketing? Does he have one-on-one courses? Does he the one-on-one coaching? Does he have this? Is he using the same principles in expanding his business? How good is his? How good and big does his business look like, or small? I mean, how well is he doing in his own marketing and things like that, right? So like whatever you're getting as I mean, whatever getting as marketing tools and tips from him, do you see him using the same tools and tips himself, right? So when you're looking for a coach certification program, you want to look at if is that institute coaching as well, because when they are also coaching other people and giving you a coach certification, they have these two different programs going on simultaneously. That means whatever they learn in their coaching and whatever newer and newer insights they get, they're going to keep fine tuning their coach certification program, right? So that is what we do at Ease, and that helps us stay current, and that helps us give us the most fine-tuned code certification program, code base, course base to our students. So think about that and make sure they're time bound, make sure they're organized and have a clear curriculum and a team that helps them. And what is their certification process? Now, there are courses and there are people who expect that from me also, and I don't do it, and I'll never do it. Is that you just complete the course, you hit next, 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 and you automatically get the certificate. There's no certification process, there's nobody checking anything, whether there's no assignment submissions, there's no coaching practicum, and then you're like, I have a coach certification, and if that makes you happy, go for it. But last time, as I told you, we had live students on our in these calls. We had Akhilesh ji, and he was and I did a podcast only with him. You all can go to my YouTube and check it out. So he had done like life coach. He had life coaching certification in three different areas, and he took coaching from us also. He was part of our gold program, and then after that he had three life coaching certifications. He had written a book himself. He had his own website and coaching practice, and I was like, why have you joined us? You're already certified, you're already this. He said, I just got those certificates because I completed the course. Nobody checked anything, nobody taught me anything. I just did some video modules. And I don't think I still have the confidence to do this coaching, because and nobody's like, I don't know what I'm doing is right or wrong. There's been no feedback here, right? So think, when you go for certification programs, those certifications that you get when you just complete the course and you get a certificate, those could be very cheap. Udemy has $10 courses also, right? 350 rupees, 400 rupees when Udemy is running a sale. And but when you have like a team, and when you have teachers, and when you have live calls, and when you have checking of your assignments, when you have support and all of those things, then those programs are more complete, and their price tag is higher, because there's a full service happening for you. It's completely done for you, tailor made for you, to help you become a coach, right? Are they accredited? That's another thing you want to check. Our program is not accredited, but that's another criteria people have. That is this program accredited by ICF or some of these big certification bodies. And how does that help? Because it helps you to know that they have a program quality and they maintain that program quality, right? And how invested are they in their students and learning? How much do they really care about coaching, and what is their passion in creating coaches and serving people in their journey, in coaching people, and do they live all of that, what is their passion, how invested are they in that? Do they teach the business of coaching also? Now, this doesn't have to be a downer if they're not teaching the business of coaching. As long as they're teaching you a coach certification, that itself is a great thing. But I prefer being in a place where I get everything, right? If I need coaching, I can get coaching. If I want to become a coach, certified coach, I can do that. If I want to learn the business of coaching, I can do that. Can I get internship opportunities to figure out the business and things like that, right? So just these kind of things you want to look at. Now these are 5 tips. So do you feel connected to the program and confident about them, right? So I'm just giving you a little bit here. The tip 5 of the 5 tips is connected to their personality and vibe, aligned to their coaching methodology. Do you feel that? Are you connected to their personality and vibe, whether it's a huge institute or a person driven thing, right? Are you aligned to their coaching methodology, how they coach people? Are you confident about the provider, the individual, the institute? Do they have enough reviews published? Do they have videos with their past students? I've done some of that, right? Think about some of these things because it helps you get a good, these are things that you want to look for before you sign up, right? Then what makes the East Coast certification program different is that we're the only program that blends Eastern wisdom and Western psychology and spirituality all into one. So you learn a lot of different tools from astrology, Ayurveda, energy work. And yesterday I went through the entire curriculum with you. I actually showed you all the courses, things like that. And you also learn the coaching tools to help you rewrite your clients' inner scripts, to change their mindset, emotional management, communication management. Sometimes clients don't know how to communicate their own truth. Or sometimes they say something, but they mean something else. And that's a huge problem with a lot of our clients, right? That they struggle with, and that creates so much misunderstanding in their life. So you learn like all of these things, and we blend it together very nicely at Ease. And Ease is also a holistic program where we're just not just working on the mind, right? I have been through therapy myself, where it's just like talk therapy, and we're like trying to think differently. And I was thinking that this therapist is fantastic. I'm learning some really amazing things, but I don't think it's just about me learning how to think differently. It's something in my apparatus, my inner circuitry, my physical, psychophysical nature is not supporting me to follow these new ways of being. And therefore, I went on my own quest of learning how to bring all of that together for myself. So, right from working on my body, bringing my physical body in balance to bring my mind in balance, working on my energy and my energy centers and all the kinds of thought processes and circuits and traumas and fears and emotions that were stuck all over my energy, and working on the mind through rewriting my thought process, which I was learning from the therapist, working on my intellect, working on my spirituality. And you learn that exact method that I used on myself. And I learned that from various teachers. I experienced it myself. Here I am in front of you, healed and whole, growing and glowing. And I use the same method for all my clients and team is coaches. So we are using this same method for all our clients, and I'm teaching you that exact same method. And our coaches are successful, the ones who've gone outside and set up their practice. uh, like the lady I was mentioning about yesterday, who's announced her, she sent me the flyer for her business, and she was just so happy, and it gave me so much joy. And she told me that I knew what are the things that need to be addressed when somebody comes to me as a teen or as a family or a parenting issue or a husband wife issue, because she became a family and relationship coach. She said, but I just didn't know the how to, the exact steps to move them from one place to the other, when to use which tool. She said, I was aware these things are wonderful, whatever you have in the program, but I didn't know how to use them and work on, like, okay, this needs fixing, now this needs tweaking, now let's use this screwdriver, and then let's use this screwdriver, and then let's use this wrench, and then let's use this filer, and let's make this machine, this human being machine, this family machine go working, right? So you learn that, and how you work on your client's physical, emotional, energetic, mental, intellectual, spiritual being, and you bring a deep, holistic, and rapid change in their life. And we teach you business models too, right? And there are some stories here. You can go and check out my blog. Also, when you go to namitapurohit.com/blog. So there was this Amazon engineer who came to me who had a rage issue, just couldn't control his rage in front of his subordinates. And then we figured, and he had been to a therapist and things like that, that he came to me for coaching. And as I did that coaching, we figured that his rage came from anxiety. That, oh my God, what's going to happen if we don't perform? And as we traced deeper into that rage, we realized that it came from the anxiety. And where did the anxiety? I was like, why is he so anxious about these small projects? I mean, come on, he's from IIT, he can do it. Why is he so anxious? And as we dug deeper, we figured that it came from him when he was a child. And we used to cook food together, he and his sister, because the parents were too busy, you know, meeting the ends that like bringing in the money that the family needed. They were very humble beginnings. And as like a fourth grader and the third grader to put on a pressure cooker and things would burn, and he was just alone all the time figuring things out. And then, like when you're a child and you're alone figuring things out, it can be very overwhelming because you need an adult support. And I'm sure his family did the best, but then that whole anxiety of I have to figure things out and I don't know if I'm going to make it, because as a child you don't have the agency, the resources to do proper decision making and know how to get things done. But he carried that child pattern all through his adulthood, and that's what caused rage. And then we worked on releasing all of those fears from the body, from the energy. We worked on changing that mindset. A lot of guided visualizations, a lot of recorded things that I gave him, a lot of inner script work, a lot of ABCDE work, like, oh, this is the belief that causes me to be angry. I need to change this belief. And this holistic thing in 6 sessions. He was rocking 6 weeks. Similarly, for this mental health counselor suffering from sexual abuse, like 6 incidents in her childhood, and she's a licensed mental health therapist herself, and all of 28, 29, and her marriage was not consummated because she was so scared of her husband, male presence, right? And and she had varicose veins and she had so many other issues. She had so much anxiety she couldn't drive the car alone. But then when she signed up for this coaching with me, I told her, like, you're a licensed mental health therapist. I mean, you have your seniors you could get counseling from. Why are you coming to me? I'm not a licensed mental health therapist. I'm not a trained psychologist. And she said, none of that has helped me, and I'm confident that you have a holistic program and that's going to help me. And I said, look, I'll try it out, but if it doesn't work, I'll tell you it's not working. I don't want to keep people with me just because, I want to keep them with me. I want you to get benefit. And then we worked on it. Her varicose veins was cured. Her marriage was consummated. She was not fearful anymore. She was able to drive the car all in 6 weeks. And this is because we work on this whole holistic method that we use, right? You learn the very same model I use in my coaching and what we use at ease. What you get, what people get the coaching from us, the same model you're going to learn. And why is ease not accredited to ICF or a similar body? I have very good reasons for that. I am a structured person and I care about quality, and I make sure students learn and I make sure students get quality, and not just me, everyone on our team. We have similar values and we are very committed to our students learning. So that is there. Now, why aren't we accredited then if we're already so structured, and why don't we get that and why don't we go through the process? Is because I really deeply care about teaching the Vedic model of coaching. I really deeply care about adding these different tools from the Eastern wisdom to our coaching process. That is what I believe in, and that's the reason I have this entire school here, because that's my purpose. I do not want to get an accreditation and then compromise on my purpose. My purpose is very important to me. And I attract similar minded people who are looking for these kind of tools and who believe in this and who want to coach in a holistic way using this. So that's what is important to me. Now, if I get an accreditation from somewhere, I have to teach what they want me to teach. And that takes away my freedom to teach these very principles, to live my purpose of bringing these Vedic sciences out in the open. And it also takes away from my agility and speed. As I learn new things, I'm very quick to add them to the coach certification program. As I learn new things, I'm very quick to add that to coaching, trying out in the coaching space, and then quickly adding it to the coach certification program. If I get accreditation from another place, I have to like go through this long process of approval before I make any changes and do all of that. And I just don't want to do that. And so, yeah, that's why we're not accredited and we will not be. We don't mind being. It's not like, but as long as we don't have to compromise our principles. My principles are important to me, and my team that is working together, we have the same principles, and these principles are important to us. So that's that. Now let's get into the challenges of running a life coaching business and how to overcome these obstacles. Let's get into that here, and we will do Q&A, but I'll do it later because there are people who are interested in the training and I don't want to break their flow, and I want to be respectful of their time. So now there are running a life coaching business. is the challenges are the same as running any business. As an entrepreneur, as a solopreneur, you're the accounts department, you're the coaching department, you're the knowledge department, you're the HR department, you're the property management department, you're the time department, you're everything, you're the peon, you're everything, right? You're the media department, you're the audio department, you're everything. And it can get overwhelming because we don't have these multi-level of skills. When I started out, I was like, yeah, I know how to coach and I know how to code. I can code, right? Because I'm a software engineer. I used to work at Microsoft many years ago. So, I mean, it kind of wiped out from my head, but I could get myself back, right? So I wasn't scared of technology. But I had to learn about bookkeeping. I had to learn about accounting. I had to learn about saving my receipts, and I had to learn about GST, and I had to learn about getting all of those things in place. I had to learn about sending invoices, sending receipts, and all of that. I had to learn about making sure what are the things it takes to satisfy a client, and how do you keep the client happy. What defines the success of a coaching, and how do you make sure that things are on time? How do I define boundaries in business? you know oh, like, oh, she's very, she does this show, so she should, like, it actually became like that people used to write messages to me that you should give me free coaching. Why aren't you talking to me? I need to talk to you. You need to do that to me. And I'm like, I have boundaries. I can't do so much. I can teach, on the YouTube video, but I don't have so much time to talk to everybody. It's hard even if I want to. So how do you set boundaries? And there are many, many things that you have to learn when you're setting up a business. But can they be overcome? Yeah, if I could overcome them, you could do. I'm not some special person. If I could do it, you could do it too. But you want to be very careful about, you do it at a pace, at a scale that's comfortable for you, right? The world is going to tell you, let's make 6 figures in 1 year, and you can make 7 figures and join the 2 comma club. 2 comma club means $1 million. That means when you write the numbers, it has 2 commas in it, right? But now what happens is they publicize it's a 2 comma club, but they have spent $900,000 in ads. So they're saying it's a 10 lakh, they made $10 lakh in a year, but you don't know they spent $9 lakh in ads. So how much did they make? They made $1 lakh, right? So you want to be very careful about looking and understanding and being thoughtful about how you go about your business. There are a lot of false promises made on the internet about how fast you can scale and how fast you can grow, and I'm telling you, you can't grow, you can't skip the steps and grow. You got to go stepwise, and only then you're going to grow. And when they show you the success story, you don't know that person must have been doing this for like 10, 20 years and then gotten to that stage. So remember that. Now let's look at some of the common obstacles. There are inner and outer challenges that we have. Inner is related to our own confidence and abilities. Outer is about getting clients. How do I get clients? How do I get leads? How will people know me? How will they know I'm a coach? And that's an overwhelming challenge, right? And the digital marketing of it, because now you got to do it. Even then, there are other coaches I know. There is this one top coach that I know in Seattle. She used to be Steve, Indian lady from Kolkata, but she used to be Steve Ballmer, the previous CEO's right hand. She used to be in those meetings with him. Fantastic lady, very highly talented, highly technical, highly skilled. And then she was like, okay, I reached the highest level in this, and I'm so done with this. And I just want to go and become a coach for executives to rise in their career, because she rose so fast. And I got a chance to speak with her for 30 minutes. I reached out to her, and she was very kind enough to give me 30 minutes of her time when I was in Seattle, and I talked to her. And I tried Googling her, looking for her online. Very hard to get any Google results. Very hard to find her website. She has some presence in LinkedIn, but it's not like she's posting every day. It's not like she has a website with like 20 online courses. But she is the top CEO coach in Seattle. So it's like, yeah, you need a digital presence, but businesses happened before the digital presence also, right? And people did really well. And so it's like, I'm not saying don't do it. All I'm saying is don't be overwhelmed by it. There is a way to do it according to your nature, your pace. And you want to set up your business like that. Now, what are some of the inner challenges that we feel, right? Oh, I don't have enough experience and knowledge. The point is, I still don't feel I have enough experience and knowledge, because every client I have to learn something. Right? I'm very confident about my model. I know how to apply the model, and because I've practiced it so many times, I've gotten better with it. So, it's experience. And I was talking about Djokovic yesterday. What a match yesterday, right? And then the knowledge aspect. And my knowledge is, people are like, wow, you know about so many subjects. It's because with every client I have learned about them, right? So I may know about how to heal trauma, but in this case, this is trauma from an alcoholic father, and this is trauma from, abandonment from the mother, and this is trauma from, both parents being there, but both parents being very busy. I mean, every time you're learning something, right? I'm going deeper and I'm learning. So that's how we learn. And we're never going to be like fully prepared for any client. You will be knowing how to apply the model, but you're going to keep learning. So there's a way to address that challenge, and you have the model. I'm giving you the entire model, how to do it, right? And then fear of not being able to help. Oh, what if the client comes in front of me and I'm not able to help them? Then tell them, you know what? I don't think I'm able to help you. So maybe we need to close this coaching engagement. Let me refer you to somebody else who can get helped by you, from whom you can get help. Or another way to handle that is, "Oh, I don't know if I can help." Practice, study, you know, pray, and show up fully for your client and help them nicely, right? Imposter syndrome. I'm not good enough. I'm not this enough. I'm not that enough. My English is not good. I am not like, I meet so many coaches who join us and then they say, I'm not good enough. My English is not good. This is not good. That is not good. And I'm telling you, one lady, like, she joined like 3 of these trainings like mine, like what I'm doing right now, 3 such open enrollments. And every time she joined that open enrollment, I used to do Zoom webinars. And tomorrow I might do a Zoom webinar for people so that they can talk and get their answers. Get their inhibitions out so that they can join the program. And she's like, I don't know English. I don't know this. I'm not good at coaching. I don't think I understand, blah. And she was a top student. So they joined in December, on December 4th, and then June 4th is when they graduated on Sunday. She was a top student of that class, and her English was great. So, a lot of people have this imposter syndrome, and it doesn't matter if your English is not great. I am not running an English language certification program. As long as you understood the concept and you've written it down, I'm happy. And you can converse with us in Hindi or Kannada. These are the languages available for us during the calls. Yes. Now, difficulty adapting my coaching style. Like, I have this style, and what if this client comes in front of me and I'm not able to adapt? So then there are 2 ways to handle it, right? Take a client who will be able to handle your coaching style. Don't take other clients. Simple, right? Or gradually adapt. And when the client comes to you, they're looking to you as an authority. So they're accepting you for whatever you're giving to them. So you don't have to be so fearful of them, right? Loneliness. That's another inner challenge, because when you're running a business, you can get really lonely. Ask me about it. I can spend like 10 hours a day just working all by myself without human interaction. And that's fine. I can handle that. But I don't even know if what I'm doing is the right thing in business, right? Like, is this package priced right? Is this done well? Is that done well? That loneliness can come in, and there are ways to handle it. And look at this beautiful picture here, right? This is the fantastic representation of imposter syndrome. We have, uh, look over here, right? We have this person who's actually so big and so well qualified, but they see themselves as so small. And that is what happens to a lot of coaches. But you know what? Humility is to have the right estimation about yourself. Yes, not too high, not too low, to know exactly, I'm good at this, I'm not good at this. What I'm not good at, I'll fill the gaps, right? Now, outer challenges are, how do I get clients? It's a major challenge. Where will people know me? How will they know me? And a lot of people, students think that, ma'am, if I get certified, why don't you absorb me in your business? They think, I'm running this fantastic business and all they want to do is coach in their life. And I'm like, no, I have enough coaches. Um, I can't absorb you. And personally, why would I absorb somebody who's wanting to depend on me, who's not a self-starter? I don't want to have such people on the team. I'm looking for self starters. I'm looking for people who are excited about what we're doing and who are looking to help, on the marketing and sales side too, right? So I don't want, such people on the team, because I'm not like that. And I want the people who are part of my team to be multi, like the multi roles, multiple roles together, right? And then pricing is a challenge. Sometimes we don't know how to design our packages. How much should I price myself? Should I sell it for this? Should I sell it for that? And a tip for that is start low. and then increase gradually to where your price needs to be. And that's exactly what we're doing with the East Coast certification program. We are gradually bringing it to the price where it really needs to be for the massive value we're giving to the people. Time management, managing your own time, when to do what. You're working from home, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, self care. A lot of self care is needed for coaches, and so many different things like that, right? Digital marketing, legal and financial issues. Come on, I like for the first 2 years I was learning something about legalese and finances and taxes uh, every single day, and I filed taxes in two countries. And the tax, the way it's done in the US, and I file my own taxes, I do it myself in the US, is so different from what happens in India. And like it took me such a long time to just understand what it means to do taxes in India. And of course we have chartered accountants to help us, and then we had to have a bookkeeping firm to help us with bookkeeping and things like that. But I didn't have any of that when I was starting out. It was all very small and gradual, and gradually you increase it, and you gradually keep learning. So these are some of the outer challenges. Digital marketing overwhelm. You must do this and this, and you're like and then people charge you a bomb. Somebody told me, like, I was looking for someone who could help me make my landing pages, sales pages for my products. I got a quotation of 1.5 lakhs for like one page. And I was like trying to translate that into dollars, and then it turned out to be something like um, $2,000. And then I was like, $2,000 for one like web page in India? I'm not doing it. I have been making my own web pages all this time, and I'll just do them, and I'll keep learning how to get better. And I might as well spend $2,000 and hire a coach who can coach me and train me and train my team into doing things, right? So there is this digital marketing overwhelm because it's very costly outside, and then people who are selling stuff to you, they tell you you must have this, this, and this. I haven't done ads yet. I don't have anyone designing our posts. We just design it ourselves. I used to design it in a certain way. They don't look the best, and I'm okay with it as long as they serve the purpose. And then I train the team members to actually do that. And now we just, and we keep improving our designs as we try to get better, right? So it's not like you need all of these things in place in order to be successful in your business. You can start wherever you are at and then take the next step. I'm not saying these recommendations are not good. No, what they're telling you is good, but you don't need all of that right when you're starting. It can get overwhelming for you, and I still haven't done all of that everyone tells. Not that I don't want to. No, I want to because it's going to help me grow. But I'm doing it at my pace, and that's what's important because I need to enjoy this process, right? I can't kill myself and do things. So now, how do you tips to overcome all of this overwhelm? Is less is more. When you're starting out as a coach, keep it low, zero cost in the beginning, and we teach you zero cost methods to start your business. Um, Follow your heart, not the herd. That's what I did. And I love this line. I followed my heart and I still follow my heart. I do what I can, what I want to, without killing myself, without having unnecessary expenses that I won't be able to sustain. The way I run my business is that if I want to shut this down, I should be able to plug out in 2 days after serving all the commitments that we have towards our clients and our students. I should be able to completely plug out. So I don't make investments that would drive me crazy and that I'm going to keep pumping money into it so that I'm going to get an investment and then I get into this cycle of like, I get trapped. So follow your heart, not herd. I've given you many examples today. Do what you can, like this coach I was talking about, the CEO coach, right? And what I'm doing myself, right? And there are many books to help you on that. There's this company of one that you could read and just make your company a company of one. That's my goal. Right now, I do have a little bit of an expanded team, but am I looking at like, wow, I want to be this massive organization and kill myself? No. I want to define how much I want to grow and I want to keep it to that because I want to enjoy other things in life, right? And you want to also have different types of product offerings. You want to have some product offerings which are one-on-one coaching, but people are not directly going to buy your one-on-one coaching. So you want to have some workshops. You want to have some webinars. You want to have some things that they could, some worksheets, some online courses. I don't know what you like, but you want to have different lines of products like we have. So we have coaching, we have coach certification, we have business. Now you're like, oh wow, man, you have all of this, but I don't know. I didn't start with all of that, right? When I started out, I had many courses. I didn't have like one course. I created many courses, right? So what happens is if one part of your business is going down, there are other parts of your business that are working. So you're not like, what do I do now? And some people will come to buy something from you. They'll attend some workshop for you, which will be lower priced, And then they'll be like, oh yeah, I like, she does one-on-one coaching too, I think I'm going to sign up for that. So like different people will come from different places too, right, from different product offerings, and you can make it like that. And it's very important to find support for yourself when you're running your own coaching business. um, I have a lot of support for myself. It's I have gone out and looked for that support, searched for that support, and signed up for that support. So there's one mastermind group I'm on. I just renewed my membership. My yearly membership this year is with other coaches in similar businesses, and we meet together every week, and we have our questions and our overwhelms and everything, and we answer and we support each other with whatever knowledge we have. Place to talk things out, place to understand, all of that. And plus, it's part of a larger community, so we can also post questions over there and get answers. Another thing is I have this mentor, business mentor. It's not like she's well versed with digital marketing or she knows how to run a coaching business. No, but she's run her own business for many years. She's retired now. She used to work for Nordstrom, one of the like high-end shopping chains, one of the high-end shopping chains in the US. Uh, and she was in the merchandise department, so she understands business, she understands numbers, she understands stability, she understands what it takes to be long-term thinking, etc. Right? So I learned like some very core business principles from her, of course, from my father, from my spiritual guru, also my shiksha guru, also that is there. And then I also have a coach that I've signed up for to teach me marketing and sales to help me get better recently. That's what I did. So I keep finding support. Earlier, I was on this other group. You remember I was talking about Stu? And then that smaller group that gave us that free help. And the reason they gave us that free help is they want us to experience it with them so that we could buy their membership. So I was on their membership for 6 months so that I had some support. So you want to get support for yourself, for running your business, for your own emotional well-being, to get right ideas, to be with other like-minded people who are, working towards their business and learn from how they're doing it, bouncing off their qualities also on you. And also you want support for as a coach, coaching scenarios. You're stuck in a certain situation with a client. How do I handle that? How do I coach this person? So we offer that all as a part of the business modules, right? So you have basic, which is a 6 month coach certification training, and then you have basic plus business, in which you get 6 months of membership to continued calls to our business modules. You have access to them while you remain a member. And you also can, while you're on that membership, ask these coach related questions and get that support from me and Ramya ji and other teachers. And I also thought I'll give you a sneak preview of what you learn in the business modules. I thought I should do that. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, here you have. You can see that, and I'll get to your questions. But let me first complete the whatever I need to train here. So yeah, you get, if you sign up for the business modules as well, like you do the basic plus business, the popular plan, and I'll show you the plans in a minute. I've been showing it every day. Is you get all of these different modules. You get these 7 course modules to do. Uh, that help you. 6, and we add and we keep the beauty of my course library is I keep adding new courses, and when you join you have access to whatever is there as a part of that membership, right? So this is about how do I want to be. Do I want to be a company of one? Do I want to be a big company? Do I want to be light and agile, or do I want to be a big organization? So this one helps you think and define that business plan, define what it would look like. This one is to help you fine tune your customer avatar. And this is not just like, oh, know your avatar. It's like, what language are they using? What are their challenges? How do I market to that customer? That's what you learn over there. These are what tech tools do I need. I give you a list of all the free tools you can start your business with, freely available. And then gradually, as your business expands, you can add, paid versions of the same thing. So you get that entire road. Whatever I use, I share it over here. I started with free tools. Now, of course, I have to buy them because the scale has become bigger. But I started with free tools, and I teach that to you, and I teach you exactly how to you learn how to integrate that together. We don't do anything for you, so we don't set up your business for you. You learn to set up your business. And why do I like teaching? You learn because if I have learned how to set up my business, I am independent now. I can do it myself, right? If I have to keep outsourcing my web page design, my business run, everything to somebody else, then I'm dependent on them. Then we can't make fast changes. And now, whatever I know, I've trained my team into that also, and they're now training me because they're getting better with a lot of these things. Then, what is your product? What do you want to sell? How do you want to what is your core offering? What are the side offerings? What is your marketing funnel? How are you going to price it? What is your packaging around it? Right? What is your marketing strategy? How are you going to market yourself? Are you going to do in-person things, or are you going to do recorded things, or are you going to do webinars, or are you going to write books, or like what is your marketing strategy? What is your marketing cycle going to look like? How many times is it like open and close? Like the coach certification school is open and close. We don't keep it open all the time, but our membership to get coached is open all the time. Now, what is your marketing strategy for something that's open all the time versus something that opens and closes? It's very different. What does your marketing calendar look like? Thinking about these things. Then how do you do customer retention and growth? And one course is not showing up here. That's marketing tactics. I don't know why it's not showing up. But now, once you have a customer, how do you retain the customer? How do you take care of them? How do you grow with that customer? How do you grow your business with your customer? As my customers wanted to grow, I keep added grow. I added new products to it, right? So you get all of these different course modules and more, and you get access to calls and recordings, right? So these are some of the things, and this is the buy link for the program. So I want to be very clear to you that the program price, the East Coast Certification Training Program price, is going to increase after June 13th because the pricing does not match the value that we're giving to our students. Not at all. How cohesive the program is, the kind of service that we give over there, what all is included, it doesn't match the price. The value is, does not match the price. The price does not match the value, and we're going to gradually increase it, right? I'm following my own dog food here, right? Keep it small and then gradually increase it to where it needs to be. Will I make it to where it needs to be in the next cycle? No, but it is going to increase very considerably, right? So the cart for getting your coach certification, enrolling in this June cohort, is open till June 13th. And I'm so eagerly waiting for you to come inside so that we get an opportunity to serve you in your dream. And this is our webpage. I'm just sharing the link here with all of you. Okay, here is a link so that you can follow along with me. And this is buy now. When you click buy now, is again, cart is open till June 13th. Program fee increases after June 13th. This is your last chance to buy at this price. The basic module, which is only 6 months of coach certification training, is for $259,600. That's the price for 6 months of coach certification training, and that includes 18% GST. We also have EMI options. You can click here to understand the EMI options. It takes you to a video that shows you exactly how you need to use. When you click the buy button, what happens and how you need to do it. This is an older video from earlier pricing. The pricing has changed considerably after that and is going to change more. So you can buy now in rupees by clicking this, and you can buy in USD by clicking here. So when you click in the USD, we have a monthly payment plan too. So it's $2,750. But we have a payment plan of $800 each for 4 payments of $800 each. So once you put in your credit card, then your credit card will be auto, like auto payment, auto debited every month for $800. And so it's a little higher, right? It's $3,200 if you're taking a payment plan. For the Indian rupees thing, it's like we get the full payment, but then you pay to installments to your bank. So your bank, depending on which bank you're with, etc., those options show up when you click the buy now. When you fill in your information and click the buy now button, you can follow the video, right? I'll also show you all the pages that open up. Just keep it there, and buy now in rupees. What happens is here, yeah. And then we have this basic plus business, right? So all these business modules that I showed you all, you get 6 months of membership for these business modules, and it also includes calls with us, and it also includes the community, right? So you get a membership for that, an extended membership. So 6 months, you finish your coach certification, then you get 6 additional months of access to the business modules and that time to set up your business, and we are there with you. And you can extend your membership later on, and you can go month to month also. Now, what is the advantage of joining this now? There was one student who asked me a question: what's the advantage of joining the business now when I can also take the business membership later on? One thing is the advantage is you get 1 month free. You pay for certain amount of months and you get 1 month extra. That's one thing. So you make a savings of about $135, almost like 1 month extra. The second thing is you're committing to yourself that, yes, I'm going to complete the training and I'm going to set up my business. I'm going to set up my practice. I have seen students who signed up for business, are very committed, and they do set up the business. The ones who don't, they just finish the coach certification and then they forget, and then they come to me after a year or two. They're like, I didn't do nothing with this certification. And I'm like, why? We have these business modules and you can join. Why did you do nothing with them? Right? So it keeps you that impetus, and it includes those modules, etc. Right? And I'll just show you what happens when you press the buttons. The buy now in USD button takes you over here, and these are you could buy the basic plus business. Total upfront payment is $3,500. In Indian rupees is $3,30,000 rupees, right? You could either select upfront payment, right? Or if you want the payment plan for basic plus business, the $3,500 program, then it's four payments of $1,050 each. So you're paying $700 extra because you're taking a payment plan. Basic upfront. If you're just doing basic, I just want the 6 month certification training. Namita's just trying to oversell stuff to me, and I don't want it. I just want the training. Fine. That's $2,750 if you're paying upfront. Or if you want a payment plan, then this is what you select on the payment page, right? Four payments of $800 each. And then it asks you for your credit card information and all of that. This is because my account is already logged in. That's what it doesn't show, but it asks you for your name, everything. Now the same thing is when you do rupees and you click buy in in INR in rupees, and say this one is selected, you will click buy now for the 6 month certification program only. Then it takes you to this Razorpay page, which is my business's Razorpay page, and you have the terms and conditions here. And then here you you go through amount, email, phone, first name, last name, address. Then you click pay 2,259,600, and that's when it opens up the EMI options, and it shows you how to do that in the video, right? And same thing happens when you click buy now in rupees for the basic plus business. Um, it shows you the fee, 3,30,400, and pay, and then it shows you the payment plans, but those are the payment plans that are offered by your bank. Your bank gives us the full payment. You pay EMIs to your bank or to your credit card, whatever that is, right? So just going back, yes, here we are with this thing, and I really want you to visualize yourself that you're signing up for this complete training program. You're getting certified as a coach. You have all the tools in your toolkit. You have this dream for so many years of wanting to coach people. And what's separating you from living that dream is training, toolkit, support, learning. And you're getting all of that for 6 months. And just visualize how different your life is going to be after these 6 months of training, where you're feeling so confident and happy, where you applied those tools on yourself. You're feeling so confident and happy, and you are coaching people. You have set up your business. You have your online presence. You have set up your business. You're coaching people. People are coming to you. They're feeling better. They're getting better. They're achieving their goals. They're achieving their outcomes. They're sending you those great reviews on your Google business page or wherever, on your LinkedIn or wherever you collect your reviews, right? Other people are seeing those reviews and then they're coming to you for coaching, right? I was just talking to somebody on Tuesday, and he was saying something, that he was just sharing this experience that he hasn't done much marketing, but just by the word of mouth review, every month he gets two or three clients. And he says it's such a wonderful feeling to be able to serve and to help, right? So imagine all of that happening for you, where you're completely sorted in your own head, you're organized, you have something to do, and you're not just something to do, it's your passion, it's your purpose that you're living, and you're successful at it because you're well trained in the East Coast certification program and you're going ahead with it. So don't you want to fulfill that dream of yours? I want it so badly for you. Why don't you want it so badly for yourself? So think about that and sign up for this program. The cart is closing on June 13th. Today is the last day of my lives. I might do a Zoom tomorrow for all those who have registered for this 5 day training, so that I make myself accessible to them with any of their last minute concerns that they have, or any doubts or imposter syndrome that they have before they're joining this program. Mind you, that Zoom call is not, I'm not coaching you. So don't join me if you're thinking I'm going to do a live coaching with Namita Hare Krishna TV show there. No, I don't do that. That call is, I like to be focused in my agenda. That call is going to be focused for those people who want a face-to-face communication about some last minute doubts they have before they join this program. I'm not teaching anything over there. I'm available to help you uh, iron out those last minute concerns before you join the program. Yes, I'm not coaching you there. Remember that. Okay, because I get people who join these Zooms and then they expect me to coach them. But you know what? That's not the focus of tomorrow's program. Yes. So, having said that, I'm going to stop sharing screen now so that I can be full screen. And I'm just going to look at some of these questions here. Kalinga Krishna, I too would like to become a life coach. Great, Kalinga Krishna. Join my program. Let me just putting the banner with the link on the screen. Uh, okay, damn, this is some caps lock issue here. Just hold on. Cart closes June 13th, right? I'm just putting this save and then I'm gonna put this banner show. Yeah. Yes, so somebody said, I want to be, Kalinga Krishna said, I also want to be a life coach. Go ahead, become a life coach. Join my program. You're most welcome to join. And you still have time. It's still June 13th. You can catch up on the last 5 days, the recordings, learn more, understand more, go through my website. Or if you're like convinced, join today. We already have students who've joined already. And they're already going through the welcome and orientation course and getting familiarized and things like that, right? You don't want to leave things last minute. Then we have Rahul. I'm not having any skills in life coaching other than technical skills. Will this course cover learning life so that I can learn and support others? You're not. You're going to learn the ease model of coaching and whatever we teach at ease model, and you're going to learn that to coach others very successfully. And you have technical skills. That's a great plus because a lot of people have a lot of fear of technology. When you have technical skills, it helps you navigate the program better. It also helps you run successful coaching appointments with your clients when you're creating Google Drives for them, setting up online spreadsheets to track their progress from one session to the other, and setting up your own website if you need to, setting up your online courses, etc. So yeah, you're going to get a complete toolkit, Rahul. I think you are registered. There is one ARM, some Rahul who opens my emails. I check that. You get a complete toolkit. Whatever you need to coach, you get that, right? And then you can keep enhancing your toolkit, right? Kalinga Krishna, I'm a victim of narcissistic abuse and I would like to prosper like anything. Okay. Have you come out of your victimhood? Have you healed yourself? Are you feeling better about yourself? If not, we also have a membership which you could join where you could go on silver, gold, or platinum, where we have separate courses which are focused on helping you heal and recover from narcissistic abuse, inner child healing, like to really like coach yourself. So you could either just join just the courses or the courses plus group calls or the one-on-one coaching Kalinga Krishna ji. And that link, you can go to my website www.namitapurhit.com and you can select get coached, not become a coach, get coached, and then you can see what that whole program is. You can also see all the courses that are included in that. Yes. ओनीमा संब्याल जी पूछ रहे हैं क्या ये कोर्स बाइलिंगुअल में हो सकता है. So I think you've asked this like multiple times to me on various YouTube videos in the comments and I've answered you. I remember your name very well and I think you recently sent us an email also and our team answered your question. Onima ji, the course videos are in English. If you can understand what I'm speaking right now, you can understand what is there in the course, right? The course calls, you can ask your questions in Hindi if you have questions. So your own learning is through video modules, which you do at your own time, right? Because we have different students joining from different time zones. So we don't teach you live. We have my recorded video modules, which you can learn at your own time. You also have an app that you download, and you can learn at your own time, right? Now, in support to those video modules, we run 4 calls in a month on weekends. In those calls, Onimaji, you can ask your questions in Hindi. I am most happy to answer, and so are the other teachers. We're good at, as I said, the languages are Hindi and Kannada because that's what we can understand. We have other teachers also, but they don't run the calls. The calls are run by me and Ramya ji, and I'm comfortable with Hindi, Marwari, Gujarati, Marathi. I can understand these languages, and Ramya ji can understand Kannada and a few other languages also, and Hindi also. So you can ask your questions in Hindi. We have a community where if you are like learning something, you can't wait till the weekend and you have a question, you can ask your questions over there. You can type your questions out in English alphabet, but you can write it in Hindi and we'll answer it for you. The assignments are in English though, but we're not looking at perfect English. आप जैसे ही आपके इंग्लिश है आप वैसे लिख सकते हैं. As long as you understand the concept, that's what we care about. Because English is not my first language either. So I'm not like the best speaker of English. I fumble so much. And my condition is that I don't even speak very great Hindi or my own mother tongue, which is Marwari. It's like I'm so messed up here. So I don't expect any of us to have like good English. As long as you can write and communicate and we can understand. And nowadays there are so many tools on Imaji. You can write in Hindi and get it translated in English, Google Translate, and then you can put the answers over there. Come on, Onimaji, you can do it. So I'm willing to offer this all the support to you, and I want you to overcome your inhibition. There is no judgment here at all, whether you know English or not. No, because it's just another language. It has nothing to do with anything else, right? But you can use tools and you can do it. So this is how it is on Imaji. The fee is going to increase on June 13th, and I'm very particular about what I announce. I don't compromise on those things. If I've announced something, we make sure we do it, right? Because that's how I earn your trust. That whatever she says, she does it. We have Venkatesh saying Namaste. Anil ji is always there. Thank you, Anil ji, for always supporting my work and being there. And then we have Anup Sharma. What is the full form of ease? That's a great question. So when I was thinking about, like starting all of these programs, etc., and I was just going by namitapurohit.com, and then my mentors were like, but what are they going to say? They joined a program with namitapurohit.com. You need a name, like, what are you going to call your tribe, your students, and everything? And I kept thinking about it, and then I thought, what do I stand for? What do I bring to people's life? Right? I bring ease to people's lives, right? So that they're at ease with themselves and they can perform and they can function to their best level. But I didn't think about the word ease at that time. When I thought I bring ease to people's lives, I thought that I bring emotional awareness, EA. That's been my forte. If that was the very first workshop I've ever done was take charge of your emotions. And because that time I was studying my own emotions, learning how to name my own feelings, etc. And I was teaching that excessively. So I thought I bring a lot of emotional awareness to people's lives, and when they're emotionally aware, they can really perform very well in their lives. I bring spirituality to people's lives. My entire work is guided by spirituality. I don't impose my practices on others, but I care that whatever we are teaching has a basis in spirituality, however we are coaching has a basis in spirituality, and it helps our clients and students connect to their own sadhana, their own faith more deeply, and grow more in their own spirituality, because finally that is what is going to give them true joy. And the last thing that I help people with is excellence. Is to because what I have understood is that we all have unlimited potential in life, unlimited potential. And the scriptures describe that the soul is even more powerful than the sun. The sun is one of the most powerful stars we have, and because of the sun, we can sustain ourselves. And imagine your soul, my soul, Anupji, is more powerful than the sun. But because we're covered by these material bodies, our functions have become dormant. And if through our coaching and through the basis in spirituality and through our coaching with emotional awareness and spirituality, if we can help people connect with that power that they have, connect with their excellence, and live at the level of their true potential, then that is our success. So when I wrote down these things, that this is what I help people about, and then I kind of played with the words, and I bring ease to people's lives was another word I had written down, and then somehow everything flashed together for me. And I was like, wow, emotional awareness, spirituality, excellence, and I have ease. And like, oh, wow, this is all coming together. So it was pretty divine the way it came out, and that's what ease is. And now I keep playing with ease a lot, right? I bring ease to your life. Let's do it with ease. I want my team members to be at ease. I want the coaches to be at ease. And we do play a lot with that word over here. And it kind of fits so well with what we do. So it was pretty guided and divine by God, and so much. So thank you so much, all of you, for being here. I am so looking forward to serving you inside. I am very excited about your journey, about you wanting to become a coach, about you growing and becoming, uh, growing and reaching your full potential. You also apply all of the tools on yourself. You are your first client in this coaching program. because you can't be a coach unless you have applied these tools on yourself. You have experienced what it takes to apply these tools on yourself. You've experienced the transformation these tools bring to yourself. So from day one, you have a client, and that's yourself. And then you go out with that beautiful self of yours, living your dream, serving so many others, and reaching their full potential, and bringing glory to their life, bringing joy to their life, uh, and just so much happiness. And when you do that, and when you see your client happy, when you see your client's life transform, I'm telling you, that's the greatest joy you can ever have. So I want you all to be fulfilling your dream, living that purpose, and living this life of contribution and service because you want it, right? And I want you to experience that in a very full way, the way I am experiencing it every single day. It brings so much joy to my heart, and I know that you want to have that joy too in your life, and that's why we're here to serve you. Looking forward to seeing you inside. I close my 5 day training here today, but you have the recordings to watch on my YouTube channel. And what I'm going to do is in the description of each video, I'm going to put a link of the playlist. So those who registered have gotten the links every day. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to send you the replay links for all with brief summaries of what was covered in each. You still have time. June 13th is when the cart closes, and the prices will rise considerably after that. Don't tell me I didn't tell you. I'm telling you that right now. And this is a great place to be in, and we're looking forward to serving you. Yes, bye bye, and 3 cheers to your dreams of doing, and all great wishes so that you can fulfill your dream of a life coach, becoming a life coach. Yes, bye bye.